When I was a little kid, there was this top of the mountains resort I went to with my family 2 different times. The resort was shut down a long time ago, but I remember it for the most part to be a very nice, family-friendly place. Both times we went, it was in the fall because my mom wanted to go for the changing colors of the leaves. This story takes place the second time we went to the resort. I was, I think, 6 years old. My older brother Corey was around 10 and my little brother was around 4. My parents paid most attention to my little brother, of course, with the expectation that my older brother would be kind of watching out for me. On this particular night, they were doing the bonfire marshmallow roast and hayride. We had ridden the hayride already while the sun was going down. After that was the bonfire and mini fireworks show. At the bonfire, I met this man who started talking to me, asking me if I was having fun and if I'd been to the resort before. He said he was one of the owners. Then he gave me a little laser pointer toy, and I instantly trusted him because, I was 6. The hayride driver announced that he was doing a final ride in the dark, and that he was going to drive down the big hill, which sounded exciting. My older brother suggested we do it. He made some friends at the resort, so I think he disappeared to go look for them to ride the hayride with us. In the meantime, I was still sitting by the bonfire. My dad was drinking beer with this other dad on the other side of the fire, and my mom was with my little brother roasting marshmallows. Eventually, I went to go ask my mom where Corey went, and she said he's going on the hayride and to hurry and get on before they left. So I hurried to the mini line of like 5 people waiting to get on, and when I was on, there were about 15 to 20 people on there, but I didn't see my brother. I sat on one of the haystacks anyway, waiting, as the truck started up, indicating it was about to leave. I saw that man from before climb into the truck with a woman behind him, and he came to sit next to me when he saw me. He asked where my family was, and I shrugged my shoulders. Speaking of that, my brother never got on the hayride. The woman sat next to him. She looked at me and smiled, and he said that's his wife. He asked if I still had that laser pointer, and I said yeah and showed it to him. He smiled. The whole time I spoke with the man, his wife next to him was looking at me, smiling. During the hayride, the two were basically talking to me the whole time. Then when we were approaching the hill drop where the driver said he was going to floor it, the man next to me saw I was nervous. So when we drove down the hill, he grabbed my arms and lifted them in the air so as to do the no hands thing that people like to do on roller coasters. It actually made me laugh because the drop down was fun. The man asked me if I had been to the arcade of the resort yet, and when I shook my head no, he told me he had the key to a lot of the games and asked if I wanted it. I of course shook my head yes. He said he'd just have to go get it and go there with me, and it would be all mine. We one by one left the back of the truck as we got back to the bonfire. The man and woman both walked alongside me, and the woman held my hand and kept calling me sweetie anytime she said something to me. The man said the arcade wasn't far. As we walked away from the brightness of the huge bonfire and into the darkness of the pathway back towards the cabins and main buildings of the resort, I heard Cody's voice call my name from behind. I turned and it was Cody looking at us. I yelled back, "We're going to the arcade," and the man and woman looked back but didn't say anything. My brother didn't follow us or say anything else. After we got further from the bonfire, the woman's grip on my hand got tighter and we started walking faster. Something wasn't right because her grip was starting to hurt me. I also noticed we weren't going in the direction of the clubhouse. We were heading towards the parking lot. When I asked where we were going, the man said we're getting the key to the arcade games. Next thing I remember, my mom's panicked screaming voice was heard behind us, screaming let go of him. My mom was running over hysterical, and the 2 strangers stepped away from me, and I remember the woman saying some BS like they were taking me to the front desk area. My mom yelled and cursed at them, and the 2 of them just quickly walked away into the darkness. I wish my dad was with my mom at that moment to kick the man's ass. The worst part is they got to just drive off and potentially do this to somebody else. My mom asked everybody at the bonfire if they had seen those people. Nobody recognized them. She also reported this to the resort and the police. But really, what could they do once the couple disappeared? The idea that I was almost kidnapped by a creepy older couple when I was only 6 or 7 is stomach churning, even to this day.